Hey everybody, it's me, Steve Schnee, the CD Junkie. On this episode of CD Junkie, I want to talk about an artist that I've talked about quite a bit. I've actually interviewed him for Beach Blanket Fort Bingo, and I've sung his praises many, many times, both in print and on video. And I am talking about Ian McNabb. Now, is this man a genius? Is he a musical genius? Yeah, I think so. This guy is truly amazing. Now, I got into Ian McNabb back in the early 80s when he was in a band called the Icicle Works, and I followed him ever since I first heard the song Birds Fly, Whisper to a Scream. And I've been a fan ever since. Now, a lot of his contemporaries have turned into oldies acts. You know, they appear on the sort of 80s package tours, which is fantastic. We just had Darker Waves down here in Southern California just this past weekend, and just tons of great bands from Tears for Fears and OMD and New Order and Soft Cell and all this great music. There's nothing wrong with package tours. I'm not knocking that. But a lot of bands, you know, they stop making music at a certain point. Now, of course, you have exceptions. Tears for Fears, OMD. Soft Cell recently started recording music again. But a lot of these bands will sort of skate by on their past glories. And again, I do not knock that at all because those past glories are amazing. But Ian McNabb has never been one to succumb to the 80s package tours. I think that probably he would be great on an 80s package tour, and he might do them in the future, who knows. But he is content to continue to make music. There have been very few artists that have been just constantly making music since the 80s. You know, I've mentioned in previous videos, the Silencers, featuring Jimmy O'Neill, who was also in Fingerprints, still continues to make great music. Henry Priestman, who was in Yachts, you know, he went into It's a Material and the Christians and Solo, and he's still out there making music. John Watts from Fisher's Ed. And again, you know, you've got your OMDs. OMD's brand new album is fabulous, by the way. But Ian McNabb, now, look, I'm just going to talk about the last 10 years. From the early 80s to the 2010s, he was still making great music. Every album, you knew you were going to get quality because it was Ian McNabb. See, Ian McNabb is one of those singer-songwriters who understands music from the inside. You know, and I say that about some of the artists that I talk about. He really does. I mean, you know, he's from Liverpool, and he has created some of fantastic pop tunes and rock tunes. I mean, this guy, you know, throw Lennon, McCartney, Neil Young, heck, all of Buffalo Springfield, T-Rex, throw all the stuff into a blender and push the top speed button, pour it into a glass, and you've got Ian McNabb. And I'm just going to talk about the last 10 years here real fast. Eclectic Warrior, great rock record. Krugerrands. On this album, he went in and he re-recorded some of his lesser-known tracks, you know, album cuts and stuff, and it sounds wonderful and exciting. Respectfully Yours is a covers album, and he covers things you wouldn't quite expect. You know, and those albums are great, but then he steps up his game with albums like Star Smile Strong and Our Future in Space. We're talking 10 years. He's released 9 albums in 10 years. And then there is Utopian. And then he went back to the really early Icicle Works cassettes and found songs that they had never released. So he re-recorded those for Ascending, and that is fantastic. And then he comes out with another album called Nabby Road, which is just a great collection of songs. And that brings us up to the brand new album called New Brighton Rock. This is absolutely wonderful. This is I don't mean to bring up personal things, but this is the first album he's recorded since the death of Pat, his mother. And there's this layer of emotion on this album that it's always been there. But here you can almost feel a vulnerability. But there's also the confidence because he knows how to rock. He knows what to do. He creates music. He understands music. He understands the emotion of music. It's not just a set of chords, turn up the volume, and blast away. It's something much more. There's so many layers to the music he creates, and this New Brighton Rock is a fantastic album. I wanted to share it with you. I know I just did a video a few months ago when this album was getting ready to be released, but I just wanted to bring it to your attention again. All these albums I've been talking about, he's been releasing them on his own, and you can get them at IanMcNabb.com, and I will have a link to that in the description box. And he's incredible. If you love just great singer-songwriters who, can give you a ballad and then followed quickly by a rocker and then followed by just a great tune with chords straight from your favorite 70s AM pop songs mixed with, anything. I mean, this guy is truly amazing. He has a song on a self-titled album called I'm a Genius, and that's why I mentioned, is he a genius? Now, see, the thing about Ian McNabb, super cool guy. He is not this big, arrogant, narcissistic SOB. He is somebody who's very confident in what he does. So when he says, I'm a genius, he says it with confidence. And there's so much confidence in that you totally agree with it. And if you hear these albums, you're going to be blown away by the quality of them. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to feature just a medley of songs off this new album. And like I said, I may have done this a few months ago, but I've got more subscribers now. More people tune into my videos. And I'm always here to share this passion that I have about music. And I'm a big fan of Ian McNabb and obviously his band Icicle Works. And I want you to experience the music as well. So here's a little medley taken from New Brighton Rock. Sit back, relax, take a listen, and I will see you on the other side.
Won't you meet me there on Hamilton Square? Just beware. Oh, there may be trouble there. No more worry, no pain, no more fear, no rain. Gone to a place of pure light. Everything is alright. Gone to begin again. Meet up with old friends. Gone. You're looking at the ocean, but you're thinking about a river. You might put forth the motion, but you know you won't deliver. In a certain light, you look like Ernest Borgnine. You're like Chuck Berry trying to get a young girl across the state line. It's the start of a new adventure. Get out the past, the future is best. Get in the now, and I'll show you how. It's the start of a new adventure. It's the start of a new adventure. Moving out of town and we're Hades bound. I hear a engine roar as we head to war. Woman hit me down in Walthamstow. Guess I had it coming. I don't know. Fell into a ditch in Peron Bravada. Nearly choked to death on an enchilada, but playfulness. You're a welcome guest.
And there you have it, the brand new album, New Brighton Rock by Ian McNabb. It's a wonderful collection of songs. New Brighton Rock by Ian McNabb is available now at ianmcnabb.com. Link in the description box below. Thank you for your time. I really appreciate it. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, to ring that bell for future notifications. And until the next time, remember me. I'm Steve Schnee, the CD Junkie.